package that arrived last Friday.
Last Friday? Read it! Read it! You wild bitch.
Sheriff murdered, church meeting bombed.
Oh, Ada, Ashley, and Claire. God, these women look absolutely gorgeous, don't they? They've been done justice by Capcom, because when has Capcom ever given you an ugly chick?
Hey, Kung Fu Butt Dog.
Yeah?
Look behind you.
And on today's video, folks, you're probably wondering, why have I started this intro with horrifying depictions of video game women for a video about Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced? Well, stick around, folks, and you'll soon find out. And while you're at it, why don't you hit that subscribe button too?
The name's Nukem. Duke Nukem. No, I'm not here to kick ass or chew bubblegum. I'm not here to get even with those alien bastards for shooting up my ride either. I'm here to tell you to watch Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog. So watch out for him and his babes of the 1980s. Oh, and one more thing. Hail to the king, baby.
Now, Pirate Nation on X says that the official Assassin's Creed account confirmed that AC Black Flag Resynced, in this case sinking to the bottom of the ocean, has an issue where cutscenes are locked to 30 frames per second. This occurs specifically when, and this is where my Alex Battaglia hat from Digital Foundry said, when ray tracing, bounding volume hierarchy, whatever that is, or terrain quality are set to ultra high in the graphics menu. They are aware of the problem because, of course, when you rush release a remaster or remake like this, of course you fix the problems later. And a permanent fix is in development and will be released very soon. As a temporary workaround, players should reset the overall preset to one of the pre-configured graphics settings and avoid manually setting ray tracing, biometric volume hierarchy, or terrain quality to ultra high. Look, back in my day when we got a video game and there were minor fixes to be had, but this is taking it to a whole new level of absolute poop. And people have said here, can people dead ass feel the difference between 30 to 60 frames in a cutscene? How do you all deal with the movies? Game should have been $30. That's true. Or less. It's the same game from a decade ago, just with upscaled graphics. Actually, there's new characters, there's new cutscenes to match those characters' actions. Settings for accessibility are bullshit too. Why do they put them into a cluster? I want all motion sickness settings off with the white dot out as well, but you can't set them individually. This, of course, comes from Ubisoft, the home of Yves Guillemot, who likes to take it up the derriere every day because he's gay that way. But after what I've seen, but of course people are running the defense for this. My good friend Colt Eastwood, this was on July the 6th, where he said, I'm currently reviewing AC Black Flag on Xbox Series X and it's gorgeous. And I said to Colt, but current day Ubisoft had to ruin Miss Bonnie's design. And of course Colt says, don't believe everything people share around, my bro. So he's kind of justifying the fact that, hey, here's a better angle of Anne in her cleavage. Not Anne of Cleves, if you get my drift, but no, come on. You cannot tell me that this design right here, that something isn't fundamentally wrong. And by the way, if you think I'm homing in on the lovely honeys of AC4 as an example, I've got a better one to show you later on, but that is a terrible modern day Anne body. Well, I mean, they've made them look more plastic, like Uncanny Valley shit. At least in her 2013 design, she looks really, really good. And I still believe, and I still stick to the fact she still looks way, way better here than she does there. That is absolutely atrocious. Let's just move my butt. You see what I mean? They have actually centered her design. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but that was the Ubisoft of yore. It's not what it is now. It's more like the Ubisoft of yawn. And now when you think about it, now on SteamDB, again, I don't know why I'm actually covering this, but 65% of the 5K reviews are a bit middling, which I'm not surprised about. And in fact, if I just scroll on up here a little bit and scroll down, you can see that at the moment, 16 hours ago, 99,451 was the all-time peak of players on AC4 Black Flag Resynced. Right now, as I speak, it is 45,790, which is not that bad at all. And of course, folks, while this celebrated Assassin's Creed game has Black Flag at the end of its title, maybe you should stick a red flag up the asshole of Yves Guillemot, because take a look at this. The microtransactions cost way more than the base game itself. Ubisoft, you did not let me down. In fact, you probably let your whole audience down. Maybe an audience of the modern variety that does not care. But if I had my way, I would take the black flag and stick it up the black butthole of Yves Guillemot. So funny actually, because people are thinking, wow, Black Flag Resynced is going to be so awesome. We can't wait for these quality life of changes, and it's going to be awesome. Sailing on the 7 seas, it's going to, ship battles are going to be great. The ship battles in the 2013 version, my guys, was still good anyway. In fact, back then people couldn't stop talking about the mechanics of those ship battles going back and forth. I mean, yeah, I got bombed and bummed quite a few times in those ship battles and enjoyed every single minute of it. Back to the big screen, folks, because we all want to see this, don't we? That is Anne Bonny, and she looks absolutely terrible. By the way, when I say that's Anne Bonny, I mean that's the bird on the far left hand side, not the person I'm covering. Although then again, if I look at Edward Kenway and I look at Anne Bonny, then maybe there isn't really much of a difference at all, because it is modern day Ubisoft, folks. But let's have a look at this video, because something stood out to me from SkillUp's colleague Austin that I'm surprised he overlooked or he didn't address, and I'm going to address it because it was a glaring oversight.
So little.
Look how they said, oh my god, they've given Anne flat titties. What's going on? Holy shit.
Front and center, emphasizing.
Well, speaking of front and center, well, she's hardly got any of those, has she? I mean, look, Annie's got... Look, I don't understand this. I think Ubisoft are doing this very weird thing. That costume kind of looks a little bit out of place for her. She's got a big treasure chest, that's for sure. But they've uglified her face again. And then what do you see moments later? A fairly pretty face by Ubisoft standards and a flat treasure chest. I mean, come on. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it at the same time, can you, Ubisoft? And now we come to Blackbeard the pirate. Now remember, he's a pirate. All right, this guy hasn't seen way in much of hygiene.
And men will drop to their knees, pleading for their lord.
Why does the Blackbeard of the modern day Resynced from Ubisoft, why does he have perfect pearly white teeth, and then my guy here from 2013 has rotten teeth? Because to me, that's the more realistic design. Why would pretty boy Blackbeard right here have shiny white Farrah Fawcett teeth? That actually makes no sense. But then again, that's me, the stupid guy in his closeted bedroom. What do I know, right? But anyway, folks, let's get back to this screen right here and end this silly video today. Now, will you be picking up a copy of AC4 Black Flag Resynced? I doubt that I ever will. I've got my original copy on my shelf in my other room, and I'll probably dig that out in the next few days to replay it, because why the hell not? And God almighty, have you seen some of the new characters they've introduced in this game? I think I'm going to stay away, folks. But anyway, if you ended up enjoying this video today, you know what to do already. Leave a like below, leave a chitter chatter amongst the matter, and I might get back to you and give you a big old heart, and I'll catch you catching me for the return of the next video.